Hey guys, Tough Numbs here. So I saw a video recently, I'll put a link below, I can't pronounce the guy's name, with a bunch of X's and I's and stuff, and he was talking about Les George VECP and carbidizing it. So I figured I'd show myself carbidizing a sticky strider. So it's not the stickiest one. I actually have basically carbidized everything that's worth carbidizing in my house. So I figured I'd just carbonize this just for the fact of making it basically the lock bar last a little longer, so I can show you, the difference. I mean, I got a few here. You guys saw this one, this SMF that was extremely messed up and it jiggled. Now it doesn't. All I did was carbonize the lock bar, and you can see, well, there's basically no sound, no scraping when you unlock it. And this little Bradley Alias 2 was very sticky when I first got it. Now it doesn't even. It's hard to do this angle. There's nothing, but it's rock solid and smooth as hell. But yeah guys, I've been absent for a while because, well, I'll tell you why I'm taking this strider apart. No, you don't need a tool for a strider, but people seem to think they need to spend money on it. But the reason I haven't been making any videos or answering a lot of emails is because my back pain is once again back, and I've been laid up in bed for the past 4 days. It's almost better now. I'm pretty confident that I'm going to wake up tomorrow perfectly fine and get back to work and ship some stuff out. But for the last couple of days it's been really intense pain, but thanks to what I do and meeting a lot of really cool people through YouTube and forums, people have helped me out. And I have one buddy of mine named Will. He actually turned me on to some different type of treatment that's not chiropractic, surgery, medicine. It's just something different, and I feel very confident in it, and I'm very happy about it. So hopefully my back pain won't return, and you won't have to deal with this bullshit anymore. But yeah, I just really appreciate the fact that I have you guys to help me out with any problems like that. So I'm glad people actually give a shit. So alright, this guy's apart. I'll show you. So here's your lock bar here. See, it's just see, it's wearing. You can tell it's wearing a little bit. Yeah, you can see that scrape there. So basically what this will do, I mean, this is not a very sticky strider. It's very well worn in nicely, but this will give it 4 times the life, basically bring back to new. And yep, I'll show you. So I got the carbidizer right here. It's a little box. If I pull it anymore, it's going to knock over a bunch of stuff that's hooked up. Basically what I'm going to do is you take the little clamp here, the electrical current through it. I'm going to break these guys out of here. So as I drop one on the ground, hold a second. Shit, man. Oh, there it is. Swear to God, don't drop anything on the ground, guys. These screws and shit, they just vanish. So, yeah, that one's a little loose, so take those 2 out. This one's fine. So, I'm going to take this guy, just hook it up anywhere on here. Just lightly put it on there so you don't scratch it up or anything like that. But just basically get electrical current going through it. You want, switch it on, and I will show you carbidizing. Oh yeah, by the way, this is the other side. It kind of looks like a Dremel. There's the tungsten carbide tip there, which basically vibrates and lays down a layer of this shit on here. It lasts a really long time too, so. And you can see right there, see I'm making a little design there on there. So you're trying to see what like Warren Thomas does. You basically draw pretty much with it, so I like to do the whole bar though. So as you can see, it's all sparkly. You can see that carbide on there. Now think about this, when you put it on, it might be crunchy right at first. It might go, you know, when you put it on there. You know the sound, guys. I mean, I'm not very good at mimicking sounds, but basically, you know, that wears in like within like a minute or two just playing with it. That's what she said. Anyway. So I put this guy back together. And Striders are pretty easy to put back together. So I like to take them apart and put them back together. It's pretty quick. You guys don't have all my tools on me inside the house. I'm kind of just, you know, I've been laying in bed, but what I've been doing in bed, since I can't really have a hard time tearing myself away from work, is I've been basically carbidizing any titanium frame locks I have here, just as a courtesy, because it doesn't do anything but just make your knife last longer and improves any defects in it. So, I mean, I've never seen any bad results come from carbidizing anything. I've just seen nothing but improvements. And I actually had a conversation with Boker today. I called him up pretty pissed off, like a total asshole, about you know, the Albatross, and you know, left a nasty message, and they got right back to me. That is not screwed in all the way. Oop, missed it. That's a new one. Okay, usually Striders go together real fast and easy. I don't know what's going on here. There we go. It's random. Guys, this may be boring for you, so just fast forward through it. I should be done in a second though. Well, I can't do it without pressing on the blade. I'm trying to hold this thing. See, there's no noise. One time you do need the tool sometimes to get it real tight, but I have a tool out in the garage I use. So you can see that lock bar makes zero noise, doesn't scrape, doesn't scratch, just nice and clean. So you get this one is not carbidized. So you do a before and after that one, which I should have done, but that one takes a while to take apart, so and put back together. But yeah. And this one was really scraping. You don't hear anything. No blade play, it's rock solid. There you go. That is carbidizing. This is an older one, but I've never really looked at the price of these things, but I'm pretty sure they're around $200 to $300. But I definitely think it should be, you know, people want an Edge Pro or whatever, you know, they want stuff for sharpening their knives, but they don't realize that having one of these can really fix the shit out of a knife. I mean, let me grab my albatross real quick. Just hold on one second. My albatross was so bad I couldn't. I mean, I bent the lock bar in, right, but I couldn't open it one-handed. So what I did, you know, as you can see, it's got a nice. It makes a little pop, but it's not bad at all. But I can open it one-handed now, you know, which I couldn't do before. What I had to do, the only way I could fix this was like carbidize the lock bar. Carbidized the tang right there, and I also carbidized. The big problem was the detent ball, the track on the detent ball, the little hole that the detent ball sits in was so, you know, because the lock bar was pressed in, it was so incredibly tight that you know, the detent was insane, so I couldn't get past right here, so I had to open it like this. But now, you know, I can open it one-handed, and you know, it's got no blade play anymore, and it's fine, you know, other than the fact that I totally fucked up the blade, but I'm just gonna stone wash it again. So, you know me, I have no problem with finishes. But I talked to Boker, and they were very receptive, and they were very understanding about everything, and you know, I don't want to do anything, but I talked to them about carbidizing their lock bars and their titanium stuff before, you know, just as an added, you know, courtesy to the customer, because it doesn't, as you see, it doesn't take too long to do, and it doesn't take much. I mean, just once you get the technique of just just lightly like going against it like this, just at a nice angle. If you go dig in there, it's just gonna take away material and just jab at it. You kind of gotta like run it along nice on the edge, so you just create those sparks. When the sparks start to die down, that means it's pretty much good. But I spent a lot of time on the edge area, even when the sparks die down, just to keep adding more and more and more on the lock bar, just right on the side there. So basically, you know, you get a knife that was insanely sticky like this one, and then it's just ridiculously smooth now. Well, not when you're pressing the blade and there's nothing there. It's just nice and just beautifully smooth. You know, plops down. And there's other areas you can do. I mean, you can use on titanium, but you can also use it on steel. You can also use it on steel edges if you want to. I mean, don't look good, but you know, if you got a worker knife that loses an edge quick, I mean, you could add it onto a Becker BK2, like right along the edge there, just like Warren Thomas does with titanium. It does nothing but just add to the strength of it. So, hope you guys enjoyed this, and feeling better, so we'll be back to work this week with more videos. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope this was informative, and yep, peace.